Yes, what a great day of racing we've had here for Warroa Listeer Stakes Day, and of course the listed Faretha for the 3-year-olds. Brad, welcome, Chief Steward. What a fantastic day it was.
It was a good day all round, Mark. Very few incidents to report.
Brad, let's kick things off with race number 1, the Lavazza Plate over 1,100 metres. Correct weight was delayed whilst Stephen Parnham on Free Whisper had a look at the replay.
That's right, decided to take no action movement from the outside rather than the inside there, so correct weight was given there. Mark Stored Energy impeded in the straight, as was Free Whisper.
As you can see there, Stored Energy just searching for a run on screen. Race number 2 was the Champion Fillies Day, November 12 handicap, over the 2,150 metres staying trip, and Badamajo arrived on course and looked to be in season.
Showing signs of being in season, so the veterinary surgeons did look at the mare, and this mare has raced in like that before. No adverse effect on its performance. Vidello Blue, Mark, quite disappointing, and Vidello Blue will now spell vetted out well.
And of course, Proxy keen again, Brad.
That's right, another entry for Proxy there.
Race number 3 was the perthracing.com.au handicap. Astronomite had to go outwards, the hot favourite, and he missed out again.
That's right, just steadied outwards across heels at the 125 metres, and Distant Memory bounded on jumping, lost a couple of lengths. We did expect to see Distant Memory up on the pace, and Glenn Smith did actually mention that he had anticipated being right up on the pace but couldn't because of the incident at the barriers.
Race number 4 was the James Bogues Premium Handicap over 1,800 metres. Of course, our primary sponsor for the Railway Stakes as well. Tell us what happened, Brad.
Bombay, very disappointing, race in a flat manner, and Ben Pearce has advised that it will now be sent for a spell. Bergentina travelled a bit hard, Mark, through the early and middle stages. Trainer Steve Wallace sought and was granted permission to remove the blinkers in an endeavour to have it settle at its next run.
Bowler Doozra, Brad, what came out of that?
Bowler Doozra, we did have the vets look at Bowler Doozra, but no abnormalities there to report at this stage, so we'll follow that up.
He just seems to get warm in the yard before the race, so an interesting one to watch there. Race number 5, the Amelia Park Handicap, was over 1,100 metres. Fly Tego was wide, and Mystic Maid copped a bump at the start.
That's right, Mystic Maid and Viking Forest both bumping at the start. Furious Dame just showed some low-grade exertional heat illness.
Gee, they all try, don't they? Darren McAuliffe's runner. Race number 6 coming up. Great win there, Delicate Miss. Race number 6 was the Warroa Listeer Stakes over 1,400 metres. And Brad, there was a frantic pace set out in front by Pornichet.
That's right, we saw the blinkers go on today, and they've obviously had an adverse effect. Has not settled at all, led by a considerable margin. Carwee, some entries there on Carwee to explain its somewhat disappointing performance. It was quite fractious in the yard, and also when entering the track, got out of the barriers awkwardly, had to be steadied in the early stages, wanted to travel a bit keen, but Michael Walker put forward, it did relax through the middle stages, but race in a flat manner, which he attributed to it not arriving in Perth very long before it raced today, Mark.
Race number 7 was the Fair Ether Stakes over 1,400 metres. The River lost about a length on jumping. The plan was to ride cold, I believe, Brad?
That's right, and it also travelled quite keen through the run, as did Minus Looks, and Wrinkly also. Get Over It was held up until about the 200 metre mark, and Swedish Memory was another that was held up in the straight. And
Brad, the race 8, the Glenroy Chaff Handicap, what came out of that race, Brad?
Yeah, looking at the race, a couple of runners there quite unlucky, Mark. Antique Dream, Settlers Creek and Heavy Set, all having trouble in the straight to get clear, really never got clear at any stage, and Juendus disappointing. A veterinary report to follow.
The winner, Kensington Abbey, 3 wide the trip there and still winning as well, Brad.
That's right, a good performance there.
Brad, anything else to come out of the meeting, suspensions, reports, anything like that?
Just some minor whip transgressions there, Mark, which can be read in the report, but nothing too serious, and we inspected a number of stables today prior to the race meeting.
And the track, Brad, it held up well?
Yeah, thought it played quite well, Mark, fairly even throughout.
Beautiful. Well, thank you to everybody for joining us on this Saturday, the 5th of November. And Brad, thanks for your time. The Stewards reports will be on the Chris website in about half an hour, so look out for them. Brad, thank you for joining us once again.
Thanks, Mark.